Hi, welcome back to Cooking Healthy in Indian Country. I am your host, Megan Baldy. I know it's been some time since you guys seen me out there in Indian Country. We've had a lot going on in our life. We inherited 2 extra kids, so now I'm raising 6 kids. So I haven't had a lot of time to develop to the YouTube channel, but I'm working on getting back and up and developed with you guys. So let's get right into our recipe today. Today we are going to be cooking with what we like to call the roots of spring. And a lot of times right now you're going into the store, like the the Whole Food store or your local organic store, and you're seeing a bunch of these things like this that you might not know what to do with. This is a parsnip. Now a parsnip is closely related to a carrot. It has a lot of vitamin C in it. It's got vitamin D in it. It's a great root to add to your family's diet. This is a rutabaga. Now rutabaga is closely related to a potato. It's denser than a potato, so it's going to be a little tougher to cut. But other than that, it's a great flavor. It's got a lot of nutrition in there. It's got the vitamin C, potassium. It's got the dietary fibers and stuff that you need. We also have our butternut squash. I cut my head off my butternut squash because I needed it to cook faster. So I have it out in the oven. What I did is I just sliced the top off, cut it up in fours, and just baked it in the oven on a broil for about 10 minutes. And we're going to pull that out right now. We're going to pull our butternut squash out. It's perfectly done. As you can see, the outer skin is a little burnt, but it's exactly what we want to see. The next thing that we are going to do is we're going to come over to our chopping board. Now, I took the rutabaga and the parsnip and I skinned them, and so that's what we came up with. Right now, the thing I want to do is cube them up. So we're going to take a knife and we're just going to cube it up. So this rutabaga, like I said, is a lot denser than a regular potato. So you're going to want to be careful when you're slicing. Don't cut any of these off. So I usually just cut them up in nice little rounds, and then I just slice them this way, and then I slice them this way and get nice little cubes out of them. Same way with all of them. Want to get them as uniformal as you can. We're going to take our butternut squash off the tray. And we're going to put them over here onto the cutting board. You can see they're nice and caramelized on one side and on the other. That's exactly what you want to see. Now, the same tray, we're going to add the roots. Now there's a little olive oil left on the tray, so we're going to roll it around on there. Add a little salt and pepper. And we're gonna put it back into the oven on a broil again. Now, back to our butternut. So, as you can see, it's all nice and caramelized. We're gonna try to cut this outer skin out. Now, if you were here right now and you could smell what this smells like, it kind of smells like a French fry. It's really smelling good. One good thing about these roasted vegetables, these winter crops and root crops. So this is a winter squash, and it's very durable for a lot of months after it's harvested to stay around in your pantry, and you can utilize it anytime. This squash is full of vitamins C, K. It has a lot of dietary fibers in it. It's so good to add to your diet. You see all those beautiful colors in it. That means it has beta carotenes, which is very good for your blood and very good for your eyes and just different things it supports. So those colors that you see in this squash are a good indicator of nutrients. I'm just going to peel back this outer skin. Okay, once we got all that skin removed off of our butternut, we're going to cube this up. Try a little piece. So good. Okay. Next, we are going to take some organic chicken broth stock. So you just take it, take the top off, add it to your saucepan on the stove. You'll want to turn your saucepan on high. Take your butternut squash that's been peeled and cubed and add it in. Now, then we're going to start boiling our butternut squash, and then we're going to come right back to you. Okay. See you in a second. Okay, so I think our roasted vegetables have been broiling long enough, so we're going to pull them out right here and bring you into where we're going to pull them out. So as you can see, they're nice and broiled. So the next thing we want to do is we want to scoop them into the boiling soup. We are going to turn that down to a simmer. When we turn it down to a simmer, we're going to set a timer for about 20 minutes. We're going to turn our oven off, and we're just going to let it simmer for a little bit. So we'll see you back in about 20 minutes. Okay, So our timer is getting ready to go off. We got about 30 seconds. What I wanted to show you over here is that we want to get a I want to get a fork and a spoon. We're just going to take a couple of them out. I'm going to bring it close to you. You want to be able to push your fork through the roots and the butternut squash, because what we're going to do now is we're going to puree it in a blender. Okay? So our blender's off, our timer's off. So our timer's off. What we're going to do now is we're going to switch over to our blender. Right there, my beautiful blender. What you want to do with it is you want to pour the soup in very slowly because it's very hot. Get it all poured in there. Make sure the lid is securely fastened. And we are going to blend this up. Now our soup is nice and pureed. We're going to pour it back in our pan. We're going to grab a little spoon, dish them out. Okay, so we have some soup in a bowl. Now this is some pureed soup. It does not look pretty. I'm not saying it's gonna look pretty, but it tastes really good, I promise. And, you know, if you really have a family that probably wouldn't like the puree soup, you don't have to puree the vegetables. You could just leave it like that. And if you want to get really creative with this recipe, do it with chicken and just boil all the stuff together and make like a chicken soup. We're going to try it out. Nice and steamy. Very good. Very good. I get all the flavors of the butternut squash, the rutabaga, and the parsnips all married to one, especially that roasted flavor from us broiling them in the oven first. A great dish. If you can try it, I recommend doing it. Next time you walk by a parsnip or a rutabaga, try it out. You might like it. Your family might like it. It's all about getting good food into our diet. So this was one of the recipes that I was able to use to have my family try something out new. They really enjoy it. They like hot soup, and we can make this with grilled cheese sandwiches and just have a hot soup and grilled cheese sandwich day. Now, again, I apologize for the amount of time it's taking me to get back to cooking healthy in Indian country. I'm going to work on trying to do a video every few months. We will be including these videos in our Veggie Club bag share, so when you pick up Veggie Club bags, we'll have DVDs for you. If there are people out there that are interested in DVDs, please contact us and we could work out a way to get a DVD to you. I have an email address, meagen18@gmail.com, which I'll also be putting on the screen right here. So find us there. Don't forget to like our Facebook page, Cooking Healthy in Indian Country, the YouTube channel, Cooking Healthy in Indian Country, and I'll see you next time. Thank you so much. Talk to you later. Bye.